watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Happening now at 6, covering the entire DMV. 43 cars collide on the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. Over a dozen people sent to the hospital. Lanes have now reopened after a several-hour shutdown. The latest from police.
They just grab stuff and run out.
And CVS closing more stores in D.C., where they're slated to go dark as residents report more retail theft. We're live in the field with the real-time impact and where to get your prescriptions elsewhere. An arena project pushback. Alexandrians upset with the prospect for a massive entertainment project that could house the Wizards and Caps. What concerns they have tonight.
And there's a flood watch in effect overnight tonight going into your Sunday morning. I'll talk about who's under that flood watch, what it means for you and I, and how much rain could actually fall in the area.
And good evening. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 6. I'm Ben Dennis. A live look at the Chesapeake Bay Bridge on your screen tonight. It's reopened after westbound lanes were closed for around 6 hours earlier today. Police say that they believe 23 cars were involved in a chain reaction crash before 20 additional cars collided. We're told 13 people were sent to the hospital, 2 with serious injuries, non-life-threatening. Traffic was running in both directions on the eastbound side while crews responded. The cause is still under investigation. Into the district, police investigate a shooting that left 2 young people hurt in Southeast last night. Officials say that this happened around 10 p.m. on I Street. An 18-year-old man and a woman found shot there. They were both conscious and breathing. Both went to a local hospital. No word on their condition. And staying in the district, police also investigating 2 other separate shootings that left 2 men hurt overnight. Police say they got the first call for a shooting around 2:15 on L in Northwest. When they got there, they found a man who was shot, conscious and breathing, went to the hospital. Then in Northeast, police responded to a shooting about an hour and a half later on Downing Street. A man had been shot there, also conscious and breathing. Both investigations are ongoing. Meantime, in Northern Virginia, people in Alexandria are pushing back on the Potomac Yard Entertainment District proposal. That plan looks to create a new arena that may house the Washington Wizards and the Capitals. If they left D.C., a town hall was just held today by the city to answer community questions. Protesters we spoke to say the area would not be able to handle the large number of people to come for games and events.
It's not a me or you thing. It's more to let them know a conglomerate just can't come and just take over a neighborhood, just flashing money and bad ideas.
Trying to keep the community safe and secure from all this traffic that's going to come in if they put the stadium in. And it's just too much. It's too much. We already got too much things going on.
Alexandria City Council's next town hall on the proposed entertainment district. That's February the 1st. Officials will be asking for the public's input on how they could better manage transportation and traffic to the site. Time is 6:03 to kick off your Saturday evening with who else? Scott Sumner. Got a live look outside of the Kennedy Center. Scott, a near picture perfect day after we hit 80 degrees at Reagan National just yesterday. It's nuts.
Yeah, I'd like to forget about that, to be quite honest with you. Although it was quite nice, I might say, stepping outside. But now focus is really on what's coming overnight tonight and into tomorrow. Flood alerts, flood watch in effect for all the counties shaded in green. That does include the district, the Beltway, surrounding counties there from southern Maryland County and across portions of northern Virginia and extending a little bit up the I-270 and up towards the I-81 corridor there where Martinsburg and Hagerstown reside. That is an area that has the potential for some overflown streams, rivers, creeks in the region. Right now we're okay. We're seeing quiet conditions, although rain is on the way as we widen out. You can see where that rain is right now, and it is currently across Tennessee and portions of Kentucky as well. We'll talk more in depth about this rain coming through, the impacts, and how much rain could fall coming up.
All right, Scott, looking forward to it. Turning now, more CVS pharmacies are closing around the district. That announcement comes just days after CVS announced its Columbia Heights location will close next month. The store has been plagued by shoplifting. DC News Now's Dave Laval joins us from the Shepherd Park community to tell us that that's not the case with the latest closings. Dave, tell us more.
Good evening to you, Ben. The CVS Pharmacy located inside Target behind me will close in the middle of March. The reason, according to CVS just moments ago, is it's not needed. The pharmacy is one of 3 located inside a Target's store scheduled to close. There are a couple of standalone CVS stores located within half a mile of our location. Also on the list, the pharmacy inside the Target on Wisconsin Avenue Northwest. There's a CVS store located just across the street. The other one is the pharmacy inside the Target on New York Avenue Northeast. Same story there, as there's a CVS nearby. Pharmacy customers we talked to told us they're a bit disappointed by the news.
It's kind of inconvenient because this is the only little one like within like a 3 or 4 block radius, and it's nice to have like a smaller one, but we'll find another one.
The closures start next month and should be completed by the middle of March. Affected employees will be offered similar positions, according to CVS, within the other stores located around the district. We're live in the Shepherd Park community. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
All right, thanks to Dave tonight. Turning now to Maryland Governor Wes Moore. He's announced his agenda for the state's legislative assembly. It includes 16 bills focusing on increasing safety, affordable housing, and business opportunity. Moore also revealed a proposal aimed at protecting construction workers. It would be done by increasing speed camera fines in work zones from $40 to $290. That would match the fine an officer would give for an in-person ticket. Drivers with 3 or more violations would face fines up to $1,000. The bill would also remove the requirement for speed cameras to be manned by an officer. And if you live in D.C., a few deadlines to keep in mind when it comes to health insurance. And My School D.C., the public school lottery for DCPS. Our Tosin Fakile is in the studio with the dates that you need to remember.
Let's start with the closest deadline, and that's the one for health insurance for people who live in D.C. Wednesday, January 31st is the last day to enroll in a health plan. D.C. leaders are reminding people open enrollment continues until January 31st for the district's online state-based health insurance marketplace. You have until midnight, January 31st. People can visit the website dchealthlink.com to check out health plans. And this weekend, there are events where you can go to talk to health experts and enroll. One place you can do that is Ben's Chili Bowl on U Street Saturday and Sunday, and Our Lady Queen of the Americas Catholic Church on California Street on Sunday. The next deadline you need to remember is for the My School DC Lottery for High School. That deadline is February 1st for the 2024-2025 school year. My School DC is the common application and public school lottery for all DC public schools and most public charter schools for PK3 through the 12th grade. The random lottery determines placement for new students at all participating schools. You can apply at myschooldc.org. Now you can find more details on the in-person events to enroll for health insurance and more details on My School DC. You can find all that information on our website, dcnewsnow.com. In the studio, I'm Tosin Fakile. Back to you.
Tosin, thank you. Turning now, today is International Holocaust Remembrance Day. According to the U.S. Holocaust Museum right here in D.C., the United Nations designated the event January 27th as it marks the anniversary of the liberation of the Auschwitz concentration camp. They say today is a time to remember the 6 million Jewish victims of the Holocaust and the millions of other victims of Nazi persecution. Meantime, President Biden speaking out on this day of remembrance. He said in part, "We honor the courage and survivors and the heroism of people who bravely stood up to the Nazis, risking everything to save innocent lives." Going on to say, in the aftermath of Hamas' vicious massacre, we have witnessed an alarming rise of despicable anti-Semitism at home and abroad that has surfaced painful scars from millennia of hate. It is unacceptable. And this is your last weekend to take advantage of Winter Restaurant Week in the DMV. The promotion was supposed to expire last weekend, but was extended because of that snow and the cold. The event offers lunch, brunch menus ranging from $25 to $35 per person. Dinner menus range from $40 to $65. Restaurants across Maryland, Virginia, and D.C. have been participating. You can find a list of participating restaurants on our website, dcnewsnow.com, and they do recommend you reserve a table ahead of time. And if you're looking for even more food deals, Alexandria's Restaurant Week is also ending. More than 70 places across the city are getting in on the action. The promotion runs through tomorrow. There are $30, $40, $50 in-person dining options. Again, head to our website, dcnewsnow.com, for a full list. And on the rails, Red Line riders could run into some closures. Metro will close the Tacoma, Silver Spring, Wheaton, and Glenmont stations while crews are working on them. Shuttle service will replace trains along that stretch this weekend.